Looking to purchase your first home, but don't have quite enough funds for a down payment? Let's talk about that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Brick by Brick, Building Homeownership. I'm your host, Susie Beaver. In the mortgage industry, there are many aspects of purchasing a home. One of those being a down payment. Back in the day, that used to be 20%. I recall when I was looking to purchase my first home at 19 years old, I didn't know where I was going to come up with $20,000 to purchase a $100,000 home. For me, the home I was looking to purchase belonged to my parents. I lived in one of their rentals. I had just gotten married to my first husband, Scott, who was even a veteran. I remember the experience like it was yesterday when talking to the bank and how defeated I'd felt that this home was never going to be ours. The bank just told us we needed just over $26,000 to complete the transaction. I literally walked into the bank with such high hopes to leave completely defeated. Truthfully, I think that's where my drive comes from. I truly wanted to own that house. I wanted it to be mine to start adulting, as my daughter told me when she'd received her first paycheck. At that point, I did not know what I know now. With Scott being a veteran, we could have used his VA loan for 100% financing and just brought in the closing costs. FHA was around then. That would have been 3.5% down. That $26,000 would have been $9,500, a much more doable amount. Tough, but doable. Even USDA would have been an option for 100% financing. Oh, the lessons we learn. Bottom line, that house was not meant to be mine. We had a life change and moved down to San Diego from the central coast of California. And God would embark me on that journey that He knew I needed to go on to prepare me for where I am today. But it's these moments that you understand the why you needed to endure the experience, these adversities or obstacles. They are meant to grow, to strengthen, to mature, to lead, and guide you on this journey of life. It's all part of the big picture. When I look at where I've come from and see that this journey has set me up for a time such as this, I know that I'm serving God and those He entrusts me with to help them along this journey of homeownership. I do want people to strive to be their best, to learn through their experiences, and to grow into all they were meant to be in this life, to have a home for their families and a shelter that they can call their own. We just should not have to struggle all the time to get there and realize that there is more than one way to purchase a house, especially if, like me, it was your first home. That's 100% what down payment assistance offers you. The means to be able to have the funds needed to purchase your first home and start building your net worth, not to continue to pay rent to build someone else's. Even if you don't have the full down payment amount needed to purchase, these programs provide just that, a means to an end, so that you can move forward today on this purchase, not tomorrow. Getting back on track from memory lane, what exactly is down payment assistance? That's an excellent question. Glad you brought it up. To explain further, down payment assistance is just that. They are programs that provide eligible home buyers with funds to help cover the upfront costs of purchasing a home, your down payment, and closing costs. Most of the down payment programs can be used in conjunction with your first trust deed loan program and allows you to put your down payment into the form of a second mortgage that would be tied to your home. You would have your first trust deed payment. That would include your principal, your interest, your property taxes, and insurance in one monthly payment. Then you would have an additional principal and interest in one monthly payment for the second trust deed. That represents your down payment. It's a closed-end loan, like an auto loan, that you pay off over time to cover your entire down payment. There are two different amounts for down payment assistance in most cases. The most sought after option is the 3.5% down payment option. You can use this and in your purchase contract, negotiate for the seller to pay some or all of your closing costs, essentially granting you a close to 100% financing with closing costs paid. The other is a 5% down payment assistance, in which you can use this to cover your down payment as well as 1.5% used to pay towards your closing costs. Again, with this option, you can negotiate in your purchase contract to have the seller pay towards your closing cost as well. What's awesome about the down payment assistance programs that we use is that you don't even have to be a first-time homeowner to utilize this. It's great. Say that you sold your previous home and all of your equity was used to pay off your existing mortgage, your realtors, and the closing cost on that transaction, and you have nothing left to purchase a new home. With this, all is not lost. You can still move forward to purchase a new home. With the down payment assistance program, you're not limited to certain areas or certain property types. You can use this program to purchase not only a single family home, it can also be used to purchase a duplex, instant rental income and building net worth, manufactured home, as long as it's a double wide, homes in PUDs, which is a planned urban development, a planned community that mostly come with HOAs, your homeowner association for your community, townhomes, and condos. It's an all-inclusive program that meets the needs of the home you're needing to purchase in some instances, or the home you desire in others. With the down payment assistance options, sometimes you can even get loans that have a 0% interest rate and no payments for the life of the loan. Some are even forgivable after 10 years, where you never need to make a payment. However, there is a caveat to this. If you sold the home or refinanced it before that 10-year mark, you would need to pay the down payment second back. Also, you would have to live in the home as owner-occupied for at least 10 years. There is also a second option for the down payment program that allows you to have a very small monthly payment so that you can pay it off if you'd rather. This allows for your home to be paid for and also make it so that others can benefit from the program. There are always rules and restrictions that come with these loan types, but they are for the betterment and the benefit of the program to be able to be offered to more homeowners. These restrictions will not make or break you. They are here to help you and others succeed at homeownership. So not to worry there. There are a lot of myths associated with down payment assistance loans that make the program less desirable if you truly don't understand it. But that's just it. They're myths. So let's debunk a few of them. Program is limited to certain areas. This is just not true. If an FHA loan can be placed on a property, then this down payment assistance loan is an option. Myth number 2, only available to first-time home buyers. As stated earlier, it's just not true. This option is open to anyone needing additional funds to purchase a home. Unforeseen circumstances happen. Let's not let lack of funds stop you from making your next purchase. Number 3, must be low income to qualify. There is no income limit, as the down payment program follows FHA guidelines. There is a loan limit of $524,225 for most counties across the United States. So that's the limitation, not the income. There are a lot of great homes out there up to this purchase price point. Most should be able to find a really great home they qualify for under this loan limit. Number 4, cannot use own funds in the transaction. That's simply not true. If you have your own funds, you can contribute if you want to, but you're not required to. Maybe there's some things that you know need to be replaced or worked on in their home right when you purchase it, and you'd rather save your cash for those expenses. A great example of this is here in North and South Carolina. Fencing is just not something that a lot of homes have. And well, if you're wanting to keep your animals contained in your yard, then you'll be able to use your funds for your plans, not to pay for your down payment or closing costs. Number 5, Exceptional credit required. Not the case. As long as we get an approved eligible, we are good to go. We can go down to credit with scores as low as 600. That's huge in today's market with the economy being really hard on our finances. Why pay rent for someone else's ownership when you can pay a payment to own your own home? We all have to live somewhere, so don't let that stop you. Number 6, difficult to qualify borrower. Not the case. We are here to work with you and help you in your circumstances. You never know where you're at or where you need to start if you never have the conversation. My husband laughs when we are faced with a situation or an obstacle because he knows what famous words are going to come out of my mouth. The answer is automatically no if you don't ask. There is a lot of truth to that statement. Again, that's what we're here for. We want to help you to achieve the goal of homeownership, but absolutely don't expect you to do this all on your own. We are here. Ask the questions. Let us help you carve out your path. Number 7, can't make money on the transaction? There is no truth to this at all. Not only could you get money back in closing if you were able to obtain your down payment assistance and negotiated closing cost in your purchase transaction, if all cost of your loan and the minimum requirement was met, then those funds would come back to you. In addition, remember, I said earlier that duplexes could be purchased with our DPA program. Well, that means you'd live in one side and you'd rent out the other. Instant income and assistance in helping you financially make your new house payment. Well, that deal can't be beat. Love it. Number 8. Takes longer to close. There is absolutely no truth to this whatsoever. These loans are underwritten in-house, just like our traditional loans. And when you work with a mortgage bank, which I do here at Castle and Cook Mortgage, you have the beauty of working in real time with our processing and underwriting staff. So there is no shortage of being able to accommodate quick closings if need be. I can close a loan in less than 10 business days if I have to, and I have. These loan types are no different. That's just awesome. As you can see, we've taken out all the wonder, questions, can I, out of the down payment assistance loans. They are there for the using if needed, and I've helped countless families to get into their first or subsequent home just because we had a little conversation and needed to just dive a little deeper into their situations. I always say, when there is a will, there is a way. With prayer and perseverance, we will find it. It's lessons in life that lead you to the places, the people, and the path God has for you. What a journey it has been. I've seen God work in people's lives in the most incredible ways that you can only say, that was God. I just love watching God work. Just little everyday miracles. You just have to have the faith to see them through. When God brought me here to North Carolina, I'd been a lender for many years. Life is just a little different here, and He brought me here for a time such as this. One of my greatest joys is hearing the stories of people that I come across, and when they share their stories of overcoming, I'm ever so quick and happy to remind them, you've lived your Esther 4:14 moment, and who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this. For me, coming to North Carolina was the start of my time such as this moment, and I've been living it out every day since. One of my life's greatest joys. I'm excited to hear more about yours. Be sure to comment and leave your story below. What adversity has God walked you through where you became an overcomer? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You never know the difference you be making in the life of another. Thank you for joining me on Brick by Brick Building Homeownership. Until next time, make it a great week and do something intentional to make a difference in the life of another. See you soon.